Hello there, welcome back to Owens Mini Garage. It's been a while, we had loads of plans to do loads of videos, but Matty, who was doing our filming and editing and everything, got bored and decided to, well, he's just gone. I think he's got back to Australia. So if anyone sees or hears of him, tell him to give me a ring, you know, be nice to catch up. Hey Matty. Today I'm going to talk about a car we've done a lot of work on, and for a change it's not a Mini. So we've got a Toyota AE86 which we've done a full restoration, rebuild, and it's finally ready to go. So I'd like to show you around it. I had a phone call of Andy a few years ago asking if I'd be interested in restoring the body shell for him and get it ready for paint. I was like, yeah, no problem. Bit of a challenge for us, and we got a good bunch of lads on the fab side, so take it on. But we hadn't seen it, and poof, yeah, Jesus. And he'd found the car in a barn in Sheffield, I think, where it had been rallied by Kenneth Hemingway, I think that was called. And so it was in a pretty sorry state. That lad had bought the car off Hodgetts many years ago and loads of spares with it, so it's original. Yeah, Andy, he turned up with the car and we opened the trailer and I thought, my God, what have I done? It was mental, it was so bad. There was chunks missing everywhere. There was half the roof was gone, the floor was holes everywhere. So it was a much bigger job than I thought, but you know, challenge on, happy days. Once Andy had gone and we got over the shock of the shell, we went to the pub. First job then was to blast it. So we blasted it to see what other problems were, which as usual you're going to find a lot more. There was pillars, the floor was battered. We took it then back to the fab shed, which we started then cutting and making a panel list of what we needed for the rebuild. So we had rear quarters from Magnum, which were fantastic, perfect fit. The floor was battered, being a rally car for donkey's years. So Andy sourced a second-hand, because you can't buy anything new. Andy sourced a good second-hand floor. So it basically was, from then on, was hours and hours of fab work restoration, and the boys were, well, we all just cracked on flat out with it. Once we'd finished all the panel work, the restoration, the door gaps, and all the tin work was done, which was hundreds of hours. It was more then to do with fitting the cage, seat frame, the cage, custom cages in Daventry. They do hundreds of cages, and they do a homologated one for this. So we bought one of their kits, we installed it here. Seat frame was FIA approved again with the new dimensions. Before paint, obviously, and you've got to dry build as much as you can. Like the dash needs to go in, make a little center console, drill holes for the battery box, fire extinguisher. Basically, whatever we're going to bolt on is common knowledge to people who do in race cars. It's just 10 times easier doing it before paint than after. Back end of it, that's the fitting for the air jacks. So you plug your gas bottle into there, boom, up she goes. And in the boot then, you got a FIA bag tank inside this aluminium tank we made, because it's inside the car, you've got to make sure it's protected from the driver. So it's a seal tank, just to make sure it's all safe. And outside here then, you've got quick fill there for when they do the pit stops, so they can get the dump jugs and bang fuel in and you're away. As we only had a lot of photos of the car to go by when we're doing the fab work, one of the things we found and we noticed was like the cutaway here in the wing for the external kill switch and extinguisher. So we replicated that just to try and make it look like it was. So photos where we spent hours looking. Should we have a look at the engine? It's a hell of an engine. It was built by DTW Engines, David Wild. I think he done them back in the day. They're an iconic engine. Absolutely, they're very similar to like the equivalent of the BDA, BDG. They rev like hell, really awesome. This one's 1600cc, about 165 brake, but mainly limited because it has to run through this plenum chamber, which governs it. But that's how they were in the day. So, but they're a blinking screamer, awesome. Wheels, 15-inch image wheels, which are a copy of the BBS, which are probably the sexiest wheel back in the day. Split rim, and yeah, awesome. The last pain in the ass job after everything we'd done outside was trying to replicate all the stickers. Thank we didn't have to do it. So Chris Pryor took on the job of taking the car with loads of photos of it back in the day and had to try and reproduce all the shell stickers that Dunlop, and because he couldn't find much, he had to do them all. So fair play, he's done a flipping awesome job. Yeah, looks mega. Car's all done. All our jobs are done, done the setup, corner weights, all that. So Andy and Chris Middlelist can come and get it next week. I hope to God they're happy with it, because I'm chuffed with it. Hope it runs well, and if it goes as well as it looks, she'll be fucking fast. Do you want to hear what it sounds like? It's fucking noisy. You don't have to run an exhaust or noise limit, so it's side exits and it's fucking loud. Woo! If you like what you've seen, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Owens Mini Garage, and leave a comment. Thank you.